Hello there, welcome to That's Interesting Facts. This is the story inside Saudi Arabia's $1 trillion future. Imagine spending over $1 trillion to build a place where almost nobody lives. A place in the middle of one of the harshest deserts on Earth. No major cities, very little infrastructure, just mountains, coastline, endless sand, and one of the boldest visions ever imagined. This is NEOM, Saudi Arabia's attempt to build the future from scratch. But why would a country spend such an unimaginable amount of money on a completely new region? The answer begins with oil. For decades, Saudi Arabia became one of the wealthiest nations in the world, thanks to its enormous oil reserves. Oil transformed the country. Modern cities appeared almost overnight. Highways crossed the desert. Airports, universities, hospitals and skyscrapers changed the skyline forever. But Saudi Arabia understands something many people don't. Oil won't remain the world's most valuable resource forever. As renewable energy grows and electric vehicles become more common, the kingdom knows it must prepare for a future beyond oil. That is where NEOM comes in. Announced in 2017, NEOM is far more than a single city. It is an enormous region covering more than 26,000 square kilometers along the Red Sea. To put that into perspective, it is larger than some entire countries. Inside this region, Saudi Arabia plans to build multiple futuristic destinations. The most famous is the Line, a 170-kilometer-long city with no traditional roads, no traffic, and no urban sprawl. But the Line is only one piece of a much larger vision. There is Oxagon, a futuristic industrial and port city designed to become one of the world's most advanced manufacturing hubs. Then there is Trojena, an ambitious mountain resort where visitors may eventually ski in a country famous for its scorching deserts. Another project, Sindalah, is being developed as a luxury island destination for tourism and superyachts. Each project has a different purpose. Together, they are designed to transform Saudi Arabia into a global center for technology, business, tourism, logistics, and innovation. The country's long-term strategy is known as Vision 2030. Its goal is simple but ambitious. Reduce dependence on oil, create millions of new jobs, attract international companies, and encourage people from around the world to invest, visit, and live in Saudi Arabia. Yet building entirely new cities is far easier on paper than in reality. Construction in the desert presents enormous engineering challenges. Temperatures regularly exceed 45 degrees Celsius. Sandstorms can disrupt work for days. Millions of tons of steel, concrete, and glass must be transported into remote areas with limited infrastructure. Then comes the financial challenge. Projects on this scale require investments unlike almost anything seen before. Supporters argue that bold investments create bold opportunities. Critics question whether every project can realistically be completed on schedule or even attract enough residents. Another debate centers around sustainability. Developers promise renewable energy, smart technology, and environmentally friendly design. If successful, NEOM could become one of the most sustainable urban developments ever built. If not, it risks becoming one of history's most expensive experiments. Despite the uncertainty, construction continues. Satellite imagery reveals roads, excavation sites, ports, and massive construction zones expanding year after year. Thousands of engineers, architects, and construction workers are already helping turn blueprints into reality. Whether every part of the vision becomes reality remains unknown. History is filled with ambitious projects that once seemed impossible. The Burj Khalifa, Palm Jumeirah, the Panama Canal. Many faced skepticism before eventually changing the world. Others never reached completion. Today, NEOM stands somewhere between dream and reality, a project so enormous that its success or failure could reshape how future generations think about cities, technology, and life in extreme environments. Perhaps decades from now, people will look back and see NEOM as the place where the future began. Or they may remember it as one of the most ambitious ideas humanity ever attempted. Only time will reveal which story becomes true.